Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of ScatterYarn, where we discuss people and what they do. Hope you're having a bright and wonderful day. As always, I'm your guy and your host that you love the most, Toves. In today's episode, we are going to be branching out into the world of records. I'm talking about the Guinness Book of Records. And joining me to ScatterYarn about this are
Hello, my name is Arinze and I do stuff. Today we're going to be doing a podcast. I hope you enjoy.
It is your boy, Johnny Boy, back again. You know, I love to talk about different topics and issues. And guess what? I love having fun doing it.
My name is Ade, and I'm not here to party. Enjoy the program.
My name's Sakisha, and sometimes I talk with my face.
All right. So you've met the panel. We're going to have some fun, as they've all insinuated. Quick one, Sekisha. I don't know if you've been following this trend in West Africa, especially Nigeria and Ghana, where they're trying to break the Guinness Book of Record. We have a lady called Chidora that went 55 hours, almost 56 hours, just doing interviews. She got a record for that. We also had recently Tude Onokoya. He's a chess master, Nigerian chess master. He went close to 60 hours, if not more. But let's just say approximately 60 hours just playing chess without losing. And that was his Guinness Book of Record. We also have someone that is called, let me just get his name, 1 second. We also have someone called Tembu Ebere, right? He's a Nigerian. He attempted to break the Guinness Book of Record for crying, but he failed, right? While yes, for crying. For the most hours cried, basically. Like he was attempting to go 100 hours just crying.
Right. Just put onions beside him, he will win.
Obviously, it's Guinness record. You're not going to win with that, isn't it? So, like halfway, not even halfway, some minutes through the cry, he was temporarily blind for about 45 minutes. You know, his face was swollen up and stuff like that. So that's one fail, trying to attempt Guinness Book of Record. But the one that a lot of people know about is Hilda Baci, who cooked for almost 100 hours of cooking, you know. So there's some Ghanaians that have attempted as well. But the thing is with Guinness Book of Record, attempts don't count. It's the winning that counts. If you attempt and you failed, it doesn't matter. We only know about I only know about the Temple guy because I'm Nigerian, see Nigerian news, so I'm sure you will know about that. But for the panel, quick question: why do you think people are these days trying to break records? Did they just realize that they need to leave their footprint in the sand of time? What is creating this urge to kind of break records? Especially Nigerians, they're all trying different things, you know, attempting the most. People that drink the most for the longest hours and things like that. So, what do you think is happening to these people's mindset? Because I'm sure there is no financial reward from Guinness Book of Record to those people. Obviously, they might get endorsement. So, what else could it be?
I'll just say it's as a result of the social media age. So everybody wants to be famous right now. I think that's like the disease spreading. So once you hear this one did it, you want to quickly do yours. So I think it's just social media pressure and because we're in the social media age, so that's why.
Right, fair enough. And
I
what's
think
your
it's-
take?
Hold on. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'll say just saying, what's your take? Go ahead, Reese.
I think it's always been a Nigerian thing. Nigeria is a copycat society. It's always been a thing. Even since I was a kid, I remember. Okay, I grew up in Ilorin, which is like a less popular part of Nigeria. If you start any business in Ilorin and it gets, because it's a small town, news travels faster. If news travels fast that business is what's popping, the next 2 weeks, a month, you're gonna see like 3 people that your neighbor that used to sell shoes and socks will change his store to whatever it is you're doing. So it's always been a Nigerian thing. And yeah, to some degree, you can say it's a social media fame has incentivized a lot of people to do it more, obviously, because now there's more access to fame, I guess. But I think it's always been a Nigerian thing. Nigerians just they don't like to, which is not a bad thing because it leads to competition. Because if you started something, doesn't mean you should be the only one. You're gonna have to be forced to keep improving what it is you're doing. to stay ahead of the curve. But I think it's always been a Nigerian thing. Nigerians are the copycat society. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't want to talk too much about the Nigerian because they're always attempting. This time I want to talk about someone from Ghana, right? His name is Tahiru Abubakar. And Tahiru Abubakar broke the world record for the most trees hugged in an hour. All right. That is the record he attempted to break. So, a quick background, who is Tahiru Abubakar? Now, Tahiru Abubakar is a gentleman that grew up in Tepa, Ghana, in a small farming village. And it was there, according to him, and according to reports, that he discovered his love for the forest and nature conservation. And studying, I believe, master's degree in forestry, he decided to take this passion to the next level. I think maybe he realized that the forest and trees are the lungs of the earth. That's what I like to think. Trees are the lungs of the earth. They take in people's carbon dioxide and give us oxygen. So maybe wanted to go hug Mother Nature and take it to the next level. So his own record was to hug the most trees ever within an hour. Now, you would think that is a simple challenge, but it's actually deeper than that, because part of the rules for breaking that record is that you should hug the tree tightly without actually damaging anything on the tree. So you can't even, like, one bark of the tree should not leave the tree. And also, you should not hug any tree more than once. All right. So to the panel, is this something that you think you can do? I'll start with you, Seki. Is this a challenge that you would like to take on? Hug the tree tightly, no damage to the tree, and don't hug the tree more than once within an hour.
No, I wouldn't. I can't imagine being able to hug the tree without damaging it, unless I was maybe without clothes, because my clothes are going to catch on and probably take off some bark. I wouldn't want to run around hugging trees naked, topless, anything like that. Sorry. I can't think. No, I wouldn't want to. And I don't like bugs, and trees have bugs and everything.
Yeah.
So no.
Right. And Johnny Boy, is this something that you would like to take?
Hell no. No way. I'm not doing that. Why would I be hugging trees? Hell no.
Right. But it's what's it for? Well, bringing awareness to, environmental conservatism and things like that. No?
Sorry, the other ways I can't do that. There are surely other ways. I'll pick those other ways. I ain't hugging no tree. Sorry.
Fair enough. Now, just one more interesting thing about this record. Now, Tahiru attempted this challenge during the month of Ramadan. So he was fasting when he actually broke this record. Now, personally, do you think the hunger would be a hindrance, or do you think the hunger is actually going to give him an energetic boost to actually complete this task? Ade, what do you think?
Both. It depends on who and what Tahiru is made of. If they told them, Tahiru, finish hugging these trees, and there's a pot of, kenke, or there's a pot of gubu waiting for you, and he'll double his hustle, hug. He'll do it because something's waiting for him. Or it could be a hindrance. If there's nothing waiting for him, he's just doing it to, for social media sake, then, it might slow him down. But to go back to what Mr. Rinze said, I don't want to let this thing go. You mentioned something about competition, and it's not a copycat thing, the Niger thing. We are African giants. We don't carry last. So we lead the way. And then when we start cooking and beating chess records, that's when people in other countries want to start hugging trees. We set the way.
I'm talking of amongst Nigerians ourselves. We're not talking of other African countries. With all due respect, we know Nigerians lead and you guys follow. It is what it is. We can argue about that later. Talking about copycat amongst Nigerians. I'm talking about amongst Nigerians itself.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. Not with other African countries now.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Well, fair enough. So I guess we can say that Tahiru believed in himself, to take on this challenge even during the month of Ramadan.
Wow.
He definitely had to.
No.
Well,
did you just throw that pun in?
Well, pun intended, things like that, Sometimes we try. I would take it one step, because Tahiru actually rooted himself in history because he actually hugged.
That's a good one. That's a
Because
good
he
one.
actually
That's good.
hugged.
That's a good one.
Right, guys. He hugged 19 trees per minute. Right, so his fasting actually helped him to be able to overcome the feat even quicker than others. Because
Sorry, did you say 19 in a minute?
yes,
He must
19.
have been in the forest.
Wow.
Yes, 19 per
Not just
19
forest, but like it has to be because
The plantation.
plantation, yeah, because a forest, the trees grow randomly.
Mm.
Yeah.
But in the plantation, there's like a little bit of design to it. So like you can know
Yeah.
okay, each tree is like maybe 5 feet apart or something that you can measure it.
Mm.
Or maybe I'm overthinking it.
Yep. He actually
No,
did,
no,
he
you're
did
not.
it in the forest, actually.
Forest.
Yes, he did it in the forest. So 19 trees
Well
per minute.
organized.
And he was able to do it because he was fasting, because he didn't have to take all those water break and food break. So he did it like at a stretch.
Chief. 19 trees per minute.
That's a lot.
one tree every 3 seconds.
Yes.
How fast is this guy?
Quick maths.
He should be breaking all that record.
And like I said, like, and you don't
I'm
have
not-
to, you can't hug the same tree twice. So just imagine
And nothing from any of the tree, no tree bark fell.
nothing.
He
And
must
you have
have
to
done
hug
it
it very
shirtless.
tight as well.
Like Siki suggested, he must have done it shirtless.
It was not, it was fully clothed actually.
This one possible.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
Would
area,
you-
of,
would you-
what area of Ghana? Sorry.
What type of
Pepper
trees
Ghana.
was we are
It
getting?
must have been palm trees. Palm
Just
trees don't
trees.
have a lot of bark.
And they're not too
He
big
actually did
either.
it. He did it I think he either did it in Minnesota or Alabama, one of those places. So that's where he
Oh,
did
it wasn't in
Is that right?
Ghana. He did.
I was like,
No.
how do you find so many trees to hug? That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of trees in Ghana as well, by the way. But yes, because the tropical
trying to think-
rainforest.
all the things here, all the boxes you have to tick to for it to consider for it to be considered done right. The tree back not falling. The only tree I can think of that doesn't have any tree back that like's prone to fall with the slightest touch is probably a palm tree. And I'm
No,
guessing that's
like-
not what
No, there was if you look at the pictures, there was lots of like ferns and moss on the tree. So it's hugging without actually damaging any of those. So I guess you can also say he wasn't backing up the wrong tree in this situation.
Jesus.
Okay. I see what you did there.
that man could be a ninja because I don't understand how you do that much. He must have a natural soft touch for
For me, it's the speed. 1 tree
Yeah.
every 3 seconds.
Exactly. That's the part that you understand.
Right. Do you know like what was the previous record of trees that were hugged within an hour? If you want to guess, how many?
So this guy did how many?
and within an hour.
Yes, like the previous record. Just guess.
Half of that.
I don't know what half of that is.
It's 19 and
How many did he do?
19 a minute. That's
we-
times
No,
6
guess
an
the
hour.
previous record. I just let's
So,
build
so
this.
in an hour, so
100.
19 in a minute is 1,040.
We're
85.
not, we're not saying him. How much was the previous?
That's what I'm saying.
record?
I'm trying to get to
85.
so
Yeah.
so in an hour, if you're doing 19, right, per minute, that's
guess
about
85.
840. So probably in an hour, the record would probably be like 600.
You're saying
Something like
600. Ade is saying
How many did Moshood do first? What's his name?
Tahiru Abubakar.
How many did he do in an hour?
What was the previous record first now?
Jesus. Okay, 70.
70.
I said 85.
You said 85. Seki, what are you going for?
I'm gonna vote for 123.
Right. So
That was very specific.
More specific.
Just to
right.
be
The previous record was 700. That's the
Wow.
previous record. And Tahiru did 1,123 trees in that hour.
That's times 3.
Yeah. So that actually left me rooted in admiration for the guy because, that's a remarkable feat.
That's on tree top performance right there.
Yeah.
There must have been an incentive at the end of it.
There has to be, right?
No,
You
he's-
can't
he's-
for him and send him back to Ghana after that.
No,
Nah,
he
he
did
has
it.
something he's gonna give him
He
a
did it according to the report. He did it to inspire other people and to like consider nature and nature conservation. Because if he can hug trees, without damaging it, then you can at least plant a tree for yourself.
Chief, can I ask an important question?
Please.
Is it going to branch out into other avenues?
Hey, you know what? Yeah, in this social media,
Leave me alone.
in this social media age, he can capitalize on that and create. If he was well, okay, then again, it's Ghanaian. Then I don't really know how social media works in their own sphere. There. But if he was Nigerian, would have created T-shirts or had tree hugger or something like that, and people would buy it because it's like it's a moment, it's a time where you have like a certain window where people give a shit about what you just did.
Even in America, they're right there. It doesn't even.
Yeah, even in America,
even in
especially,
America,
like,
it's gonna make big
even if you
money.
sell 1,000 T-shirts, it's something, right?
Mhm.
The
Americans
right
and the
amount
West
of
are
media
always,
coverage and social media presence, you can do it.
the West is always concerned about consuming the what they call
Yeah.
it, trees and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's gonna make a lot of money.
Well, even in the West, there are
Definitely.
people in Africa also trying to conserve trees. Obviously, trees are very, very important. You have to
We're
plant a tree.
yet to get there. They're trying to.
Yeah,
There are people in
try
Africa
attempt this attempt.
Yeah, but he is going to like jump that shrine and go to the top.
Yeah, that's it. It's trying to create awareness. Like
Wait,
you
are
need
there
to
actually
protect
people
trees.
in Africa trying to conserve trees?
Yes,
I've never.
Yes.
they are
Yeah,
planting
they-
trees
they-
everywhere. What are you talking about? There are initiatives to plant trees in almost
I never
everywhere.
knew that. I never knew
Because obviously,
there was
like Africa is almost deforested. I don't know if that's a word now because they've basically
oh, that's
like
that's
done
worrying.
everything. Yeah.
What?
So
Really?
you need to obviously and think about Nigeria, Ghana. Like we're close to the desert, like Abuja onwards. There are not a lot of trees there. You have to plant trees to actually help the global warming to be able to have shade at least and to have fresh oxygen
true.
and all those kind of things. So you need trees. Like
trees
Yeah.
help a lot. That's true.
mhm.
Interesting.
Right. So
You don't born like a chicken or born.
right.
Don't
Technically,
okay,
you
no,
might not be
that's-
able to contribute in this one, but do you know of any spirit stories in the forests? Because if I saying trees has life and the forest is the heart of the world and stuff like that, do you know
The forest.
any superstitious and spirit beings that live in the forest? Because I'm sure if I come to the Nigerians,
don't.
they'll have some. I'm sure Ghana will have some story as well. No.
I don't, but I have got a documentary that was on Channel 5. This might be going back like 15 years ago. Have you ever seen the guy? I think he was from Indonesia. I might be wrong. He cut his foot on the bark and then his leg began to turn into bark.
Wow.
Have you ever
That's
heard
a
of it?
real thing.
No,
Yeah, it came on TV. I'm pretty sure they showed it on Channel 5. This was like before Freeview kind of thing.
Wow.
But he had like cut his foot on the tree and Google it, have a look.
I will definitely have a
What it
look.
looks like.
But the thing is, I
Well,
don't
the
even have
history's
to have a look. I'm
footprint.
sure I'm going to believe it. I believe it already. So I
That's the
believe
thing.
I believe in spiritual
I
things.
like conspiracy stories. I like conspiracy theories. Me personally, I'm a believer.
Mhm.
Even if just maybe because I have a very wide imagination, but yeah. The thing about it is my own stance about like forest stories and forest beings is I'm going into it with a confirmation bias because
Mhm.
I want to believe. I like stories like that. I want to believe them. So I'm not exactly the fair standard to prove if something is real or if something happened or not. But
you need
yeah.
to believe it.
I think a lot of times human beings, our imagination will make us feel fear before we actually experience something that should scare us. A lot of times.
All right. What about you guys? Do you have any like forest stories? I don't know if you remember, like in secondary school, boarding school, if you did it in Nigeria and maybe Ghana. Do you
Some
remember
man
what's the
playing
name
the
of
evil
what's the name of that spirit that they said if you take its mat, you're going to be rich for like 7
bush
days?
baby.
Bush baby. Yeah.
Bush baby, yes, Bush baby was scary. Bush baby and Madam Koi Koi, they never just stories I heard
You'll
about
need
them.
to brief Seki and our
Yeah,
audience. What was
they use
what
they
is
use
bush
that
baby?
they use those stories to scare us because we went for they used to call it Cisco in your papa.
You went for
Um,
Cisco.
Yeah, I went to Cisco.
I went
So
for Cisco too.
they
I
use
went
that
to-
story. They use that story to scare us a lot because Cisco is by the behind it
by
is
the horse.
orange,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
they use that story to scare us. Like if you make a mistake or you're troublesome, they'll send you to the evil
Yeah. So
forest at
what is
night.
bush baby? Seki is wondering what's going on. Who is bush baby? What is a bush baby? And why is it scary? Yes, John.
What's the real name of that animal anyway?
What is bush baby? Who
You
is
know,
bush baby? And why is it scary?
I think it
Arisa, do you
was.
want
I
to
think it
brief
was
us? Yeah.
from what I can remember. From if my memory serves me correctly, Bush Baby was described more like. I think the politically correct term for it now is more like a little person.
Mm.
A little person that's like pretty much a recluse, like like someone who just keeps to themselves, but like at the same time, according to the stories, don't know how true it is, they're also cannibalistic. So
Wow.
pretty much they preyed on little kids. Let me put it that way. It's kind of like the story of Hansel and Gretel, but instead of the witch waiting for you to come into the woods, they come looking for you. And
Okay.
especially if you steal their map or something like that. That's the story. And you know how stories and
You know,
lore
it's funny.
go.
I don't. That's a different version to the one I know
They
of
always
bush
they
baby.
mix it. People always add their own spice to whatever story it is.
Yeah.
Someone can come and say, "Oh, the bush baby beats you if it steals your if you steal its mat," and another person be like, "Yeah, it steals you, beats you, and bites you, and takes your ear or something," you know. So we don't know what is true and what is not. But the bottom line is, it was a little person that was cannibalistic. That's it.
That's not the story I heard. The bush baby I know was not cannibalistic. So
It
bush
was
baby,
Same.
the bush baby because a baby, it's a like, yeah, a little person that didn't grow up that's always crying in the forest, like
yeah,
always
yes,
crying.
the crying part.
Um,
Yes,
you should try to avoid bush baby at all time. But if you want to be rich, it because it's in the forest, bush baby, that's where he lives. It always walks around with his mat, like his sleeping mat, walking around. And if you want to be rich, if you take the mat away from the bush baby and you successfully keep it for 7 days, you will be rich. However, you have to make it to the 7 days because it's going to continue crying. Like it will come to your window crying every time, and you might even die before the end of the 7 days. So basically, stay away from bush baby. That was
now
the
that you mention
spirit.
it, now
Is
that
that the
you
same
mention
story you heard that day? Because you're not in agreement.
Yeah. Only I didn't know it as a human being. I thought it was an actual animal. Because if you Google
Yeah,
bush baby,
yeah, that's what
there's
I
an
thought.
animal called
oh,
galago.
yeah,
So that's what I thought it was. So I always wonder how can this small thing that is no bigger than a cat beat a grown man up?
No,
you know,
I
not
thought it
like
was big.
But then I
so
thought it was
not
like a gorilla or something like that's what I thought. Like it was as big
gorilla.
as a gorilla.
Wow,
That's what I thought.
No, it's a small thing.
that would be bush. That's a bush giant.
The way you
What is
described
that?
it,
What you guys?
so
Yeah, go ahead.
But was it like? So was it you lot's imagination? It was your imagination
it was stories
conjuring
you
up
It
heard.
was
You know,
just
what
just
bush baby was.
just a
Stories to
fairy
scare you.
tale, just to
Stories
scare you because
to put
yeah,
you in line.
I had it in boarding school. My boarding school is located like in a jungle,
Yeah,
like in a forest.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
basically, stay away from the forest so you
yeah.
don't meet bush baby, type of thing. I think.
They
But
scare do
anyways,
that.
Cautionary
Put
tale.
you straight.
yeah, yeah. Did you hear about Frogede? Do you know Frogede?
and
In-
I know of the
Mm.
word. I don't think I heard anything in particular about it.
Sorry,
Frogede.
Sekisha, in our audience. Frogede is a spirit that lives in the plantain or banana tree. All right. So
Okay.
they say to you, Malo nogede. So don't beat the plantain tree, don't beat the banana tree because the spirit is going to attack you back. You know.
Wait,
So
wait.
that is Malo nogede. To
Where
Malo
that
nogede,
that
nogede.
space comes from?
So that's where that
Yes.
song comes from.
Yes. Yes. So now Malo nogede basically is now don't be a fool because if you believe that story and you go and start hitting the plantain, you're basically becoming a fool, isn't it? Don't believe the
Yeah.
story. But yeah, but I believe in Frogede Jade. Yeah, those are spirit animals that you know. Yeah. Anyway, so if you would like to hug a tree, what tree would you hug and why? Because Tahiru had no choice; he just had to hug as many trees in the forest. But if you could choose a tree to hug for even not 1,123 times, even if it's 100 times, what tree are you going to hug and why?
Coconut tree
Why?
because it's smooth. Coconut trees, the taller they grow, they cut their what do they call them? I guess the leaves plant thingy. Only the top of like the trees you see on the beaches. Only the top and the base has something. Everything else is just smooth, smooth, smooth. It's like you can rub your palm on it. That's how smooth they are. So I think if you line up some coconut trees, I think I have a good shot. I mean, I'm not saying I'll break the record, but I'll go try.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. And Johnny Boy, which one?
I would say maybe cherry blossom because maybe it's lovely to behold. It's a lovely tree and it signifies
That's
love.
such a
So I'll
posh
probably
man.
hug it.
Posh
We're
man.
thinking about aiming to break the record or just a tree we like.
No, I would say tree to break like tree you like that you would like to break a record. Obviously, you
Break a
cannot do 1,000,
Yeah,
1,000, but if you can hug
yeah,
it 100 times as a
Wow.
kind of challenge.
yeah.
Coconut tree for me.
Cherry blossom. Yes.
Yeah. Seki?
I'm gonna say an oak tree
Right.
because I
Why
don't know
oak
many
tree?
trees, guys. No, an oak tree. I don't know. They're quite old, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
quite old. So, they hold a lot of history, I guess. If we're talking about, if I'm doing it for
Yeah.
spirits, I guess an oak tree will be my choice.
Fair enough. One of the oldest. And Ade?
Sorry, you got me on puns and I can't stop. But anyway, if I had to hug any tree, poetry.
Okay.
Nice one.
Yeah, that's
Fair
it.
enough. If I was to hug any tree, I would have maybe gone for like plantain, but I believe in frogade, so I'm not going to hug plantain trees. So instead, I'm going to hug a guava tree. I don't know if you've seen a guava tree before. A guava tree kind of looks like it has barks on it, but it
Yeah.
is smooth. It's not
It's
actually a
very
bark, it's just smooth. Yeah, so
yes,
I'll rather do that
yes.
one. Like, it's a challenge.
You
Yeah.
know, guava trees. Now that you mention it, guava trees look like the bark design looks like camel
Yeah.
because they decompose
Look,
on like they decompose in different shades of brown.
Yeah.
It looks like camel. Am I tripping?
No, you're not.
It looks like he has leprosy.
Oh,
That
Jesus.
tree.
damn.
Some
Just
parts will be
So,
peeling, some parts are smooth.
Yes,
so,
I
thank
see.
so,
Or you can,
so, Dr. Toves is
thank
going
you
to be
for
hugging
ruining
leprosy.
thank you for ruining my
all
childhood
right.
memory.
It's going to be hugging leprosy. Okay, I see.
Right. So just like some questions say we next one serious one, I will go back to having fun, right? Do you think that because obviously Tahiru was doing it for to create an awareness, right? Do you think that that is a better way to create an awareness for environmental conservation as compared to tying yourself and chaining yourself to a tree? Like, do you think they serve the same purpose, or one is a better way of doing it than the other?
Do you want me to go first or
Anyone, I don't mind.
okay? So this is me speaking personally. If you're trying to bring awareness for a good cause, if you're trying to be an advocate for something, one of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to come off judgy or you don't want to come off preachy because no one wants to be scolded and no one wants to be talked down on. So I think the way he went about it was good. I think the way he went about it is better than if you tied yourself up or was like recently the protesters that go to like art museums and they're throwing soup on historic art
Yeah.
artworks.
Yeah.
Already I don't like you. So now whatever cause it is you're trying to fight for, I've associated you with that cause.
Mhm.
Now I don't like the cause. Save the planet, let the planet burn because I hate you. Because I hate what you've done.
Mhm.
Do you understand? So I feel
Yeah.
like it's the way he went about it was good because it's
Yeah.
fun. It's funny. It's a funny thing to talk about. So you understand? I think way he went about it was good. It's better than if he stood in the forest. Like he's like the opposite of the Greta Thunberg, whatever her name is, the girl that was about saying, "How dare you?" It's like you're preaching to me now. You're judging me now. I don't care because now I have my defenses up. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Makes sense.
The way he
And
went about it. It's good. Now I care. Now I care about trees, and we're talking about trees because of him.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
So
And in a nice and friendly manner as well.
in a nice and friendly manner too. Yeah. So yeah,
Fair
I
enough.
think
And Seki, what do you think? Do you think one is better than the other, or they just both as equal as bringing
Yeah, I think they have different. The goal's the same, but I think the outcomes will be different. It's just a bit like we have the protesters, the oil protesters. They infuriate everyone over here.
everyone.
Yeah, like
True.
they infuriate everyone. I think was it in France where they cemented their hands or glued their hands to the floor and
Yeah.
stuff to stop
Yeah.
people being able to drive and do that. It makes me not want to be a part of
Yep.
the cause.
So annoying.
So you're right in that sense, but then also if it's done in the way what's his name on tour?
Tahiru Abubakar?
Tahiru Abubakar.
Yeah.
How he's done it, it's a bit boring. It's like sometimes you need to have people under duress
Mm-hmm.
for them to listen or to get their eye to get it circulating, for the public.
Yeah.
What he's done, I didn't know about him hugging the trees. And I didn't actually think he was hugging the trees for any environmental cause.
Yeah. No, that's one of the reasons he said. What about you, Johnny Boy?
So I'll definitely go with the one he did, which is hugging the trees, right? Because one thing I believe is that always try not to incur the wrath of the government, whatever you do. What people like to do, like incurring the wrath of the government, just try. You can always raise awareness without being too pushy or being too violent. So I feel like tie yourself to the tree. That's to me, that's violence right there. And you're literally giving the government an arm to like mess you up or something. But the way he went about it, I mean, the government can't do anything about it because he's not committing any crime. It's just hugging trees, right?
Yeah.
But like now, tie yourself to the tree now. The government say, "Oh, you're trying to destroy the tree." Okay, this, that, right? So yeah, the first option is the best.
Fair enough. So I guess we can say that Tahiru's story is awesome, isn't it? It's an awesome story, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. I did the one better. Yes.
Oh, I didn't get that awesome bit.
All right. Well, it was unbelievable. So,
And,
Right.
and Shubi.
He definitely reaped the fruits of his labor.
I like how many topics branched out of this one topic.
Wow.
Excellently done, sir.
Right. So let's do some would you rather to round off and summarize. Okay. Would you rather spend 1 week exploring the Amazon forest or a week trekking through the Congo forest? And why? Would you rather spend a week exploring the Amazon
Would I rather
rainforest?
die? Would I rather die?
You're not going to die.
No, that is
Well, if there were kids that were stranded in the Amazon rainforest for like 3 months and they survived, I think you as an adult can survive as well, right? So would you rather,
Those are-
spend a week
great
exploring
topic. I
Amazon?
don't know what I have.
I think they
Right,
went.
so-
They went to Ellen. They went to Ellen's show too, right? Those kids.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and they met Ibrahimovic. Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah. So which one would you rather do? Rainforest, Congo rainforest, Amazon rainforest?
I think I'll go Amazon rainforest. And
Why
this
though?
is my reason is very ignorant. I'm saying that right beforehand before I say my reason. My reason is very ignorant because I think Congo rainforest, because it's Africa, I don't know, there's something different about where we're from. I feel like even the animals there might be different. Might just be a little bit less friendly. So I'll take my chances with the Amazon rainforest. And I said it's very ignorant, but everything in Africa is always more serious. So that's it for me. That's my reason.
Okay. And Seki,
And plus, the Amazon rainforest is more explored than the Congo rainforest.
are you sure?
So I might get lucky and I might find parchment or treehouse or something that was left
Or the
behind.
Jaguar, yeah.
I might get lucky that way. But yeah, that's my reason.
Yes, Seki.
I'm going for the Amazon rainforest.
Okay. Same reason or different reason?
No, different reason. I just like I like primitive tribes. I really enjoy researching them and I might be able to run in some. They probably will kill me. And I think I've read something where is it not like they've only actually managed to explore, is it between, it's like 25%
Yeah, 25
I don't
of
think
it.
of
So they believe actually, there's loads, and they believe that there are a lot more tribes hidden, even underground. So I would like to be that explorer, and if I die on day one, I'll be okay with that.
Okay, Dora.
Right, Johnny Boy. Which one?
I'll definitely go for the Amazon rainforest because I think it's the most popular. And also, I don't know whether people know this, but like they said, it's responsible for 20% of the oxygen in the world.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that
yeah.
alone is already drawing me to go into it, right? And it spans a lot, like 9 countries I heard or something like in South America, a lot of countries. So just that alone, I'm definitely going to Amazon rainforest.
Wow, interesting. Okay, and Ade.
Whereas everyone has denied Africa.
I've not said mine yet.
Okay. I'm sticking the heart of Africa. If I'm going to be food for other human beings, I rather support the motherland. So yeah, no place like home.
You might as well
No place like
to Africans,
You'll
right?
be used for sacrifice, you know that.
no place
To
like home.
appease the gods.
It's all good.
Right. So even though I think the Amazon rainforest is bigger and it to be a tremendous place to visit, I'll rather go to the Congo rainforest because to me, the Congo rainforest, because to me, I think the worst thing I'm going to see there is gorillas. I think we will be able to, find our way around.
You can
You
blend
don't have-
in. Straight up. You can
you
blend
don't-
in. Straight up.
Well, I'm not going to blend with the gorilla if you think you are, no problem. But I've seen the Congolese, like obviously, have interaction with the gorillas and their past. As long as you're not trying to go to where their wives are, the women are, you'll be fine, you'll be safe. Because they're very, very protective. They're very, very protectorist
Wait,
or
Congo
whatever.
rainforest doesn't have carnivorous predators. It's
No,
only
it doesn't. Just gorillas and snakes. And
Why you not tell us this?
Wait,
Congo is the way now.
I will prefer
just
that
snakes alone, I'm
we're
tired.
going
No way.
to risk meeting a jaguar, meeting anacondas, meeting pythons, meeting all those bugs that can kill you, all those big ants and butterflies and moths. Oh, it's like what? Yeah,
Let me tell them.
Man, I take back my answer.
all the
No, it's too late
vipers.
now.
I'll take my chances with gorillas.
It's too late now.
No,
We've
it's not.
already bought your
Not
ticket.
to-
I'm scared.
Right
You
now,
can
I'm
book your
scared.
flight.
Just hearing
Okay,
about
speaking
snakes.
about jaguars and snakes, right? Would you rather encounter a jaguar while taking a hike in a rainforest or a venomous snake?
A venomous
Snake now.
easy
Snake.
because I can't outrun.
you-
I can't outrun a
You
jaguar.
can't outrun. Yeah.
You can't outrun a jaguar.
Right, John is thinking about this one deeply.
You don't
Like,
even
Yeah,
stand a
because
chance.
he's thinking I can take a jaguar.
You don't stand a chance. He sees
That's
you.
because
You're
I just
dead.
I hate snakes. That's just why. But I don't know. Something tells me
We're not talking about. We're not talking
jaguars. You
about.
could probably pretend. I don't know. That's what I feel. You get pretend to be dead. I'd probably leave you alone or something. I don't know.
Right,
But
I
snakes,
think
We're not
I don't
talking
think I
about
don't
on
I
the
don't think
snake.
I don't think you can call a snake, but a snake is corny on itself. So it might not offer your tree or being
fair
dead.
enough. Seki, which one are you going
At
for?
least wrong.
Encounter a jaguar or a venomous snake?
I want to say the jaguar.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Why?
Yeah.
Because you want to explore and touch a wild animal type of thing.
No, because you know what? I have watched many of documentaries of snake bites, and that is a very horrible death. The jaguar, it might kill me quick, or it might leave me alone. They say if you stay still,
Exactly.
it might just,
Yeah.
Find you
the
Might even become a pet.
harmless. Yeah, exactly.
No, I'll take my chance with the snake because
It might.
I've encountered many snakes, obviously. So I will take my chance with venomous snake because snakes, when they see you, they run away unless you're trying to attack them. So, but jaguars are not going to run away by seeing you. They will.
Venomous snakes.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll take my chances with the snake.
Venomous one.
I'll
Take my
take my,
chance.
yeah.
I mean, maybe I've been watching the wrong stuff, but those creatures, they just strike for no reason.
No, they like snakes don't just strike.
Okay, maybe the
Snakes,
ones that
every time
I've
they
watched
strike,
a
it's
lot of them
usually
in
out of
Australia, and they just strike.
So do you think the ones in
strike
Amazon
usually
rainforest will
to
strike
defend
you?
themselves. Yeah. To defend themselves.
Yeah, but I said I'm okay. I'm okay dying in the Amazon rainforest because I had a reason to be there. There was a cause. I was an explorer. I'm searching for lost people.
Okay.
Okay,
Technology they want to be found.
they don't. You know, the Centipedes do not want to be troubled, but I would still venture to the island.
All right, fair enough. And then the last one I'm going to ask for this episode is: would you rather have the ability to communicate with all creatures of the rainforest, or possess the knowledge of every plant's medicinal properties?
Plant.
Possess the knowledge of the plants.
Yeah, definitely that one.
Yeah.
Like I,
Plant.
Do
I
a
use
lot
it
of
to
that.
I can use it to save the world and beg. That's most important.
Are
Cure
you
lots
sure
of
nothing
disease.
about making money with the plants?
Well, you,
Yeah,
you
that's
can do both.
the-
You can do both now. I save
That's
lives
the benefit
and make
from
money.
the-
So it's a win-win.
Mm.
Do you know how much
Constant maybe
history?
communicating with an ostrich.
Yeah, what like
Man,
what
I'm really
what
curious.
gain? What gain is that? What am I going to
Not a
gain?
mod.
Wait, I need some context here. How old am I? This age right now?
Yes.
Knowledge on the plants. If I was an old man and
Hmm.
like walking into my twilight years, walking into the sunlight of being an old man, I'll take that other one because it'll just be interesting to know what animals think and how, like what goes on in their brain. Do they even think? I don't think they have consciousness. No, they have consciousness. That's wrong.
Probably do.
That's
I
it.
think
Probably
they
do.
have. Do they have personality? I just have a lot of questions. Do they have personality? Do they have?
Yes.
They
Or
definitely
do they
They're
just
probably
mirror what they
thinking,
see human?
Can you pass me that sandwich there?
they definitely
And they have different IQs as well.
Or do they just mirror what human beings do? You know, I just have a lot of questions about them. But I think
Obviously, they have consciousness to survive and escape
But-
and all those things.
So what are people trying to say?
Oh, did you
they
not
have
see
these-
their article? There's an article that there's an orangutan using herbs to heal himself. Have you seen it? Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
that's common.
Well, yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, obviously he's got some type of knowledge
Yeah.
of how to like heal themselves through natural.
I don't know if you guys
Exactly.
have seen the video of the lion where the guy was, the guys at the tall guy, he was sitting on top of his truck with his camera or whatever, and the lion comes beside him and just stares at him like, "Oh, who's
Yeah.
this guy?"
I've seen that video. I've seen that video. I've seen
I'm
that
sure in the
video.
lion's mind like, "Damn, you're brave, man. You're brave."
But do
But-
you think animals act like that recently because they've been more socialized with human beings and like they can tell that like not
Yeah, I
like
think
we're
they
not food to them, not like what because obviously if you slip up you're still gonna be eaten. But what I mean is like they're a little bit more used to us.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a like they can tell that like this is not my type, this is not my kind. So I can like maybe the relationship is different. Does that
No, but
make
the thing,
sense?
I think it has always been that way. It's just that we've been scared of them. To be fair,
Rightly
you know,
so.
there's always it's apart from bears. Bears don't care who you are, where you come from. They don't care. But most
No,
of the animals respect because if you think about like lions, I was watching a documentary again, all documentaries. There's this the bush people in the heart of the rainforest. Like they actually eat the same thing the lions eat. They wait for the lions to kill the prey, let them finish eating, then they will go take the rest from the lion. Like they chase the lions away and then take the rest. That's how they take care of themselves in the forest.
Wow.
So it's just because we are just like seeing it now with cameras and all of that stuff. Like
Mm.
it's always been the same. Like animals they will usually run away from humans unless they're desperate and hungry,
Yeah.
you know. Then they will attack. Like even if you think about when the leopards were like mowing out like in India and Indonesia, it's not the casualty is not that much compared to humans going to spray people with machine guns, like things like that.
But no, obviously, we're apex predators where nothing on earth can predate more than us, except maybe natural disasters. Where
Exactly.
we've mastered the art of killing.
I said let's just do one more. Just for fun, and then I'll round up. This time, final question. Sorry, guys. Final question. Would you rather live in a tree house nestled in the canopy of a rainforest, so basically a tree house at the top, or a cozy hut at the bottom of a forest floor? So both in the rainforest, would you rather have tree top, tree house, or a hut on the floor?
Hot on the floor.
Wait,
Treehouse.
does the hut have electric fence?
No, it's forest. You can't do that.
See,
You have to live
I'll
wild
take
and
top,
free.
please.
It's either you want to be Tarzan or you want to stay on the floor.
no,
I
on the
take
ground.
top, man.
Everything
Yeah,
in Amazon
treehouse.
forest. Everything in Amazon forest now.
There's danger. In the top, there's jaguars.
There's
That's what I'm saying.
jaguars,
Everything,
there's
everything
leopards
in
as
Amazon
well,
forest can climb up.
like a different variety of
The bottom.
leopards.
Yeah, but you have all of them on the floor though. All the wild animals on the floor.
There's no answer to that question. Just don't go to the rainforest.
But it's saying, would you rather? So you have to choose one.
I'll choose the hot down. Or I'll choose the hot down.
Yeah, I'll take the one on the floor as well.
Yeah. Same reason why I know I can be like all them marine explorers, people that go, because like if anything happens in the water, that's it. That's it. That's a wrap for you.
Wait,
You want to swim?
Madam Sekisha,
You want to swim?
which one? Yeah, the Dora the Explorer. So which
said
one
the
are you going
treehouse.
for? Choose it.
I'm climbing up
What?
the treehouse. You guys watched George of the Jungle? Have you seen how fun that is?
Exactly.
Listen, if I'm there, risk every day is a risk. I'm going up the top, guys. I'm up there with the birds. Whatever else wants to climb up there with me, I'm staying up there.
With you. Interesting. Nah, my first instinct
I
is
don't want to
survival.
fight a jaguar. Yeah.
If I happen to have fun along the way, fine. But my first instinct, survival. That's it.
Yeah, I'll stay on the floor as well. I'll stay on the
Yep.
floor.
The floor.
Yeah, see everything coming.
So Johnny boy, which one are you
Yeah,
taking?
I went for the top.
the top, because I can put little things, to alert me as well of predators, make me aware.
What, like all the
And then what?
This-
You're gonna jump from tree to tree?
yeah, I'll be an expert climber by then.
Sure.
Jump from tree to tree,
Cool.
or I'll make sure when I see it climbing up, I can throw pots or whatever I've got up there down on him and
My
he'll fall.
arrows.
Jaguar, he's falling. There we go, guys. I don't know. Do
Right, I
jaguars
think-
always land on their feet?
Going with expert advice and picking top as well.
Okay. Fair enough. Right. So, well, as always, thank you guys for your contribution on this episode. It's been fun. Thank you, and hope you guys had fun as well. Obviously, as we wrap up this episode, just like Tahiru, let's take our time to embrace our environment and the trees around us. Even if you can't do it for a challenge, plant a tree, take care of a tree, and respect the environment, to be fair, because we need it. We need them as much as they need us as well. You need furnitures, but you also need to breathe in oxygen as well, and trees are the ones that do it. So on to the next episode, guys.
You need papers as well.
Yeah, but you need tree to get the paper.
Exactly.
You need
Yeah.
breeze. I think that's one thing we're forgetting about. Trees, they bring breeze.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Whoa, they breeze.
Chief, final request. Please be a man of timber and caliber.
Caliber.
And add in one more.
You see, the thing is, I had that one, but anyways, I think what you've said is
Really?
very, very timberific. It's all right. Right, on to the next episode, people. Remember to press the like button, subscribe if you're new, and use your brain. SCFR.